What's up, everybody? So it's a beautiful Friday afternoon. I'm here at a beautiful beach, and today we're gonna cover the number 3 nakshatra, the third constellation in the sky that actually holds the real power to your sun sign, moon sign, Jupiter sign, whatever sign. Okay, now if you are new and watching this, you should go and watch my first video in this series on my channel named Nakshatra, and you'll know what exactly this is. This is very important. This is how two same sign zodiac people think differently. Okay, so today's nakshatra that we are gonna tackle is called Krittika. Krittika is a constellation ruled by sun. Its symbol is a knife, and its deity, its god that it's controlled by, is the god of fire. And this constellation expands from 26.5 Aries to 10 degrees Taurus. Okay, so I guess you guys probably wondering, am I going to show the graph or not? Well, for you, I will show the graph again. All right, so you want to see a graph? Well, let me show you the graph. Now, as you see, last time we covered Brahmi constellation in the zodiac sign of Aries, because each sign is divided into 2.5 parts, and each part is ruled by a certain planet. It represents a certain meaning. So this is why degrees are very important in astrology. So today what we're going to cover is that from 26.5 Aries all the way to Taurus 10 degrees is known as Krittika constellation. Pretty much a zodiac sign within a zodiac sign. And like I said, this sign is represented by the sun. So even though the zodiac sign that we are going to be dealing with is Taurus and Mars, which is Venus and Mars, Taurus and Aries, sun is also a controller in there. So you see how the nature changes, the behavior changes of this person, how they interact. Even though they're Aries, they're not the same Aries as somebody born in a different degree. Okay, so these guys kind of intersect between Aries and Taurus energy while it's ruled by the sun. So what do these guys do then as a, behavioral aspect, as moon going through this constellation? So yeah, let me even show you. When moon goes through this constellation, that's what really sets you apart, because moon is your mind, moon is your thinking ability, moon is the way you feel, the moon is the way you amplify your energy to the world. So when moon goes through this sign, even sun, any planet, it changes the energy of what that planet represents. So moon is your mind and your mother. So let's see how these people think. So Krittika nakshatra people are very blunt in their approach to life. They're very truthful. They are the people who will criticize you all the time, but they will not criticize you just because they don't like you. No, this nakshatra is ruled by the sun. Sun is the most purest energy out in the universe. So when they tell you something that, you know what, I like the way you did this project, but I don't like that, and I don't like that. It sucks. It's the worst thing I've seen. And you'll be like, oh my God, these guys are, so mean and ruthless. No, that's actually their positive quality, and that's one quality you would want to have somebody who's in your team, who's in your company, trying to make your company better. So if you have somebody in this kind of a nakshatra, they will always pinpoint that, look, it's okay, but that thing is not working, it sucks. I don't care, you're my boss, but you did the wrong thing there. That's why it's very important that you recognize this positive side of them. And it comes out as negative because nobody wants to be criticized. But remember, only through criticism we become better. I've been criticized so many times in my life about everything, and only through those things I made myself better. So this is why Krittika nakshatra is very truthful in their approach, because it's not only the Aries energy, but it's also the Taurus energy of the bull, of just charging with truthfulness. So the sun gives it the energy of Aries to be active, and to go out and get the goal, but it also gives the energy of the bull saying that I'm gonna go and I'm gonna plow through this deal. And the sun energy makes them very blunt in their approach. Now these guys are even more of a solid go-getter. So if you think it's on the cusp of one sign to the other, so it's going to be weak, no, this is a very powerful nakshatra. People in this nakshatra make some of the best politicians loved by people, because they're so blunt in their approach that they tell the truth. They don't like to lie to people. They're very truthful, and especially when the moon and sun is in this nakshatra or in this constellation, it does very well. You know, career-wise, these guys make obviously the best politicians. They make good leaders because they're able to, you know, critically judge things, and they're able to analyze things best to their ability, best to like mostly all the other nakshatras, you know. And one thing about these guys are they make very good cooks. Why is that? Not just because it's ruled by knife, the symbol of knife of cutting food, no. These guys are so critical that they become critical of themselves. They become perfectionist. So when you're cooking food, everything needs to be measured right for something to taste good. And these guys are those perfectionists. Whenever they make a meal, they always ask other people, okay, so what do you don't like about this meal? They're not like one of those people who need to be praised all the time to feel better. They actually feel better when they're criticized or when they criticize, because they want the world to be perfect. That's what these guys are. And when cooking, everything needs to be precise. But it's like anything that they do, you know, and they can pretty much do anything that they want. It's just that when it comes to arts, they do really well. Culinary arts, when it comes to crafts, when it comes to designing, because it's also ruled by Venus. So if your moon is in Aries, the end degrees of Aries from 26.5 to 30 degrees Aries, they have that tendency to become leader in a political world, into a company, like a corporate environment. When it's in from 0 degrees to 10 degrees Taurus, it's more about the art because it's ruled by Venus. You know, even though Taurus sign is more about finance, security, but the energies of Venus is still there. So they make best businessmen when it comes to owning a restaurant, because their restaurant will be really well perfected. So, you know, these guys are all about perfection. So guys, this was my analysis on Krittika Nakshatra. And remember, even this constellation that goes from Aries to Taurus is divided into 4 sections as well, known as padhas. And if you want to know more about this, check out the first video in this series on my channel. Now, if you're new to my channel, subscribe above, because I'll be bringing more of this good stuff. And if you want to know more about astrology, check out the link below. Otherwise, I'll see you on another beautiful day like this. Bye-bye.